Give me 5 minutes. I promise I'll be right in. We're going to get started. I just got to get one thing prepared. Just one thing. All right, children. Let's do top commenter of the day. Eli is my number one commenter. Shout out to you, Eli, for being number one, being first. Okay. Eli, thank you. Kayla was number two. B. Jeffers was three. And Aaliyah is at number four. Shout out to y'all for coming in early. And then we got Donnie rounding out the top five. Okay. Let me just get some of the stuff that was fillers out the way, and then we gonna get into Sideshow Bob and Carl Carlson and they bullshit with Big E because y'all got me fucked up, okay? Especially after what I read today on the Players Tribune, and I read it for y'all. I posted that video up on my page. I read his letter. It was so Biggie is such a good writer. He's an amazing writer. He just seems like he's genuinely a good person with everything that he has been through and everything that he has accomplished. Like Biggie truly would be an inspiration to anybody who's having a hard time in life right now. You're dealing with mental health issues, depression, or anything along those lines. Please, please, please go and read this article or go listen to my video. I read the article for you. You can listen to it and hear me read it in Biggie's words, his triumphs and how he went over overcame all of this mess that was happening to him in his life and in such an early part of his life as well, and he was able to get over that hump, get to the WWE, make it, and then band together with two people who also was trying to keep their jobs and make it, and focusing on just pushing through and now becoming one of the greatest tag teams of all time, only to get here at the 10-year mark, and they didn't implode, if you're wondering, but they did do something that was just as equally as disgusting, which we'll get to it in a minute. I like to start off with the shit that I honestly can control because my behavior is about to be on 1,000, bitch, because I'm gonna be cussing people out. Okay, I'm gonna be cussing people out, and the reason why is because they deserve it. They deserve it. I warned y'all on Twitter. Don't be policing me because it's Kofi and Xavier. Fuck them. Okay, I'll say fuck I won't. Okay, and y'all not finna stop me. Now, before I get to them hoes, let me take care of these two hoes. I don't know what Uncle Number One and Uncle Number Two is mad about. I really don't. But Uncle Seth is in the ring mad because Uncle Leroy, aka Uncle Phil, to come back and stole all the shine. This really, this all boils down to two things, right? CM Punk's ability to keep himself under control and Seth's ability to not implode because he's there. Those are the only two things that are going to keep this situation from being volatile. And it already got there. CM Punk has been so far removed from Seth freaking Rollins ever since he got there. It's not even funny. Even when they crossed paths at SummerSlam, CM Punk has been paying Seth dust every single time. And I think that really sticks in Seth's craw. I think that really hurts his little feelings. Because Seth is like, here I am putting this company on my back. I've been the man for the last 10 plus years. When you left this company high and dry, and rightfully so. And rightfully so. Okay. We just gonna give CM Punk his props and tell the truth and shame the devil. Now, on the other hand, CM Punk wasn't the easiest to deal with. Okay. We all know that. I have had many a days where I have ran this man's assessment down. Okay, but we also have to look at the other side of things and be like, okay, CM Punk was trying to change the industry for the better, and in so doing, he became the villain of the industry because there was a lot of pushback. What it is now is what he was trying to make it during his time, but they just wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? But even in doing that, he still was selfish. Okay, he still was all about Punk, and he wanted what everybody else was getting. So he low key lost his way with his intentions of what he wanted to change. He wanted the ice cream bars, the merchandise, the accolades, the praising, the love. He wanted all of that, and he got it. All the while, he caused a wake of destruction. Okay. Ooh, child. Now that we're done with the history, let's get into the present. CM Punk came out there and basically was just talking about how he went into the War Games with a mission. The mission was to gain the favor that he requested from Paul Heyman if the bloodline happened to win. And the bloodline happened to win. Okay? So CM Punk's favor has been secured. Now, I don't necessarily know when this man gonna cash in his favor. But when he do, I'm sure it's going to be in epic fashion, bitch. And I know that this favor is more than likely going to lead him to WWE Gold. Because if we're being honest, CM Punk doesn't have a lot of time left on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of meat left on the bones. You know what I mean? CM Punk's time in the WWE is numbered, just as Seth freaking Rollins' time is numbered, Roman's time is numbered. They don't have all these years left on their careers. Their time is numbered. And WWE is moving into space where they're building new stars and future champions. Guys like Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, and even LA Knight got some, years tacked onto his career that may be numbered, given their age and the amount of damage that they've put on their bodies in the indies and prior to this. It just is what it is, babe. So we know that CM Punk's days are in the WWE. In terms of performing in the ring, aren't going to be for much longer. So eventually, there has to be WWE Gold in his future. Now, I would imagine, like I said, that this little favor he's acquired from Paul Heyman is going to guarantee him that gold. Now, he was out there making his dreams known. He said he has many avenues to get to the big dance. He made the gesture of pointing at the sign before they even put the goddamn sign out there because it ain't Mania season yet. But he said he could see it. He's been picturing it. He's been imagining it. He's manifested it. He can see it. He can touch it. It's real. And he knows that he is going to get his moment in the starlights. And while he was preaching and giving his greatest hits, that's when Seth freaking Rollins came out there in this in this real nice sequin brown suit, honey. The only thing I think he was missing was some good brown shoes. And he had on some cognac colored shoes with the tip of the shoe dipped in some chocolate brown. Bitch, he would have set hoes off up in here. Okay, but you know he loved him some good white wee little boots. So that's what he had on. Them good white wee little boots. And well, child, Seth wasn't exactly happy. Seth said he basically should have dropped that fool when he brought his ass back a year ago. And he said he has a couple of regrets because he has some missed opportunities. He said he came back from Hell in the Cell. Him and Drew had a battle, and him and Drew tore the house down. And because he came back battered and bruised and broken, he had pity for him. And he said that was his mistake. That was his mistake. Bitch, CM Punk was paying him dust the whole time he was talking. And after he got done, CM Punk was like, you know, Seth, it's funny. Because you keep talking about how I've been on your mind since I came back here a year ago. But I can tell you right now, I ain't thought a motherfucking thing about you. Huh? I didn't give a shit about you. I still don't. You are the furthest thing from my mind. He said, when I got here, you had gold. Something that I wanted. But now you have nothing that I desired. So you don't mean anything to me. You're not even a blip, a radar. You're not even a thought in my mind. Okay? I don't know what your issue is with me. I really don't care. But I got bigger and better things to do than to sit up and think about you. Okay? Seth didn't like that shit, baby. Seth told him we gonna throw hands whether you want to or not, ho. And CM Punk said you talk too much and you ain't saying shit. And I'm out of here. And then Seth walked up to him and said, you talk too much. And you ain't saying enough, bitch. So since you ain't gonna get this party started, let me help you out a little bit. And he knocked him on his ass. And obviously, CM Punk ain't no bitch. I ain't no punk bitch. That's what they said now. And so they was getting ready to start fighting. And that's when Samuel and Jay Uso came out there to split them up. Now, Jay got CM Punk out the ring, made him walk up the ramp, and then Seth got to get his last word in. He went after Jay, told Jay, yeah, go ahead, take your ass back to Roman. Go ahead and do you. Then the conversation turned from Seth and CM Punk, to Seth and Sammy. Now, Sammy gave Seth some hard truths, okay? Because Seth couldn't understand why Sammy did what he did. And Sammy was like, because he told Sammy, he said, you know what? Sammy said, you wrong. You ain't going to talk to Jay Uso like that. And Seth said, you know what, fam? You right. You are right. I was out of line because that is his family. So he has every right to do what he can for his cousin. But what's your motherfucking excuse? You ain't of no relation to Roman Reigns, period. So what is your excuse? Why did you go back? Sammy basically didn't have nothing to say because he was like, you ain't no oops. He was like, if that's the case, then you and I are more family than Roman Reigns and you ever will be. You and I got 12 years in this, running up and down these roads, breaking our backs for next to nothing. We've been in the grind, in the trenches together. You are like my family. So imagine how I feel seeing you go and team with somebody who tried to destroy us. Sammy said, well, he said, I didn't ask for CM Punk to be our partner. I didn't even pick CM Punk. I didn't want CM Punk to be our partner. I wanted you to be our partner. But you shot it down. He said, I asked you twice. I asked you twice, man. You killed that shit. That was you. So don't be mad at me for going and doing what I thought was the best. He was like, you know why I didn't team with him, man. You know exactly why. I'm not messing with that tyrant like that. And Seven was like, oh, so now we want to act like we high and mighty. We self-righteous now. So we gonna act like you weren't the reason why we have a tribal chief in the first place? Like almost 10 years ago, you didn't stab this man in the back in front of everybody? You didn't turn on your brother, as you put it? Don't get mad at me because you created this monster. Seth was like, you know what? You're right, I did create the monster. I did that. He said, but the difference is I atoned for my sins. I've apologized. I done ate dirt. I done groveled. I done did everything I was supposed to do. Now, I ask you one thing. Did Roman apologize for any of the things that he has done? Has he made amends? Has he atoned for his sins? Yeah, I created the monster, but I also made up for destroying it. Or at least I tried. Because here you are with Jey Uso and everybody else, including that snake, CM Punk, trying to revive him and bring him back to his former glory. After everything we went through to take him down. He said, man, I gotta tell you, man, like, real talk. I don't know where your mind is at or what you are doing. He said, I gotta tell you, like, just straight up, what you're doing is just flat out stupid. Now, Sammy says, since you got all this motherfucking aggression, you got all this mouth, you so mad, you so angry. Let's see if we can help you work that shit out today. You and I are gonna have a match today, and we'll make sure that you come out a better man. Since you seem to be so uptight about everything that's happening around you. Seth said, fine. He said, you want to have a match? That's fine with me. So they had their match. Now, when the boys was out there wrestling, before they got to the match, Jey Uso was attacked. And nobody knew who it was. I thought it was thick ass Bronson Reed, because to be fair, he would have made sense. But his big ass is at home nursing them titties that went through that table this past Saturday. So, I mean, falling from the top of the cage at Survivor Series ain't exactly an easy feat. And you supposed to pop up 2 days later and be ready to roll. That ain't gonna happen. So, Bronson is probably at home somewhere, with a bowl of food on his stomach, nursing his titties to back to health. So my nephew is stupid, y'all. He is so dumb. He cracks me up every time. But it turns out that the attacker was not Bronson Reed. And it wasn't who Sammy thought it was either. Sammy thought that the attacker was Seth. Now, even I could see that the attacker was not Seth freaking Rollins, okay? Seth was not that angry to the point where he would attack Jey Uso from behind on some sneak shit. He don't really give a fuck about that. Seth was only concerned with the conversation that they had. And he made sure to let Sammy know that he didn't attack him. It wasn't him. Now, in the match, Sammy lost his cool and grabbed a chair and was ready to take Seth Rollins out. And Seth is telling them, like, you got to think. Use your head. Your heart's in the right place, but your head is all over the place. He said, I have no beef with Jey Uso. I'm mad, but I'm not mad with him. I'm mad at CM Punk. I took it out on him, but I'm not mad at him. So Sammy backed off. He got rolled up, and Seth won. Now, Seth went to Sammy and reiterated what he said. And as the credits for Monday Night Raw began to roll, that is when Drew McIntyre appeared like a fucking Pokemon just popped up out of nowhere. So popping fresh ass. Just come out of nowhere. Boom, bitch, I'm back. Be like, God damn, we thought you weren't coming back for another couple weeks. Shit. You could have waited till January 6th with your punk ass. My God. Anyway, I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a minute, I promise. So that is how that segment ended. It opened up with CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins and Sammy Uso and Jay Uso. And it closed with Sammy Uso and Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre. We gonna get into the other parts in a minute. Let me go to the comment section and see what y'all talking about. Let me see. Hi, Keenan. One of my members is here. Hello. How are you? I hope you are doing fine. Yes, I called them Sideshow Bob and Carl Carlson, and you gonna see why in a minute. You gonna see why. You gonna get it. You gonna see why. He says Steph the one with the issue, and is he definitely is. I have to agree. Nicole, hey Nicole. Nicole, honey, I got your shirt. I was gonna put it in the mail, but I didn't want it to get mailed and it take too long to get to your house. And and you got the situation going on with you setting up with the stuff for you and for Cleveland and stuff. So I'm gonna hold on to it. I got it put up. You let me know if you want me to mail it or not. I will mail it if you want me to, but I can wait until you come back to Cleveland and I can put it in your hand. It's totally up to you, babe. Anyway, Nicole said men being emotional, child. It sounded like it was more like Seth being emotional. CM Punk was pretty calm, cool, and collected. He didn't really have much of a reaction to Seth freaking Rollins until he pushed him. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, unleash. Okay, bitch, it's coming. Hold on. Hold on. Punk said, bitch, I don't think about you at all. You have nothing that I want. And I'm like, period. Like, I don't like you when you like that. Okay, I don't like you at all, bitch. It's crazy. Hello, Louie. How are you? I'm gonna need Dakota to go get it together. Finally in line to get a potential push, and she using that fuck ass go to kick. What's wrong with that, Rico? It's like you ain't never happy. You are never happy. She finally getting an opportunity, and you still mad. Rico, you got to learn how to take your wins where you can keep them. Okay. Hopefully they go back to 3 hours on Netflix. They definitely are. They have already announced that they will be back to 3 hours when they go to Netflix. And, and I'm shocked because everybody wanted Raw to be 2 hours long anyway. And now everybody wants it back to 3 hours. Girl, the days. She said, I said they bringing everybody back slowly but surely. You can just keep it there. I'll just get it when I move. Okay, cool. All right. So let's get into the stuff that's like fillers. That it's good stuff that was happening, but they are fillers. Okay. I'm just being honest with you. Because we finna get on the new day. We finna get there. And I'm sorry to some of y'all that might be in y'all feelings about what I'm gonna say about both of these motherfuckers, but y'all gonna have to hear it today. Okay. Y'all gonna have to hear it today. Okay, and I'm gonna say what I want. And ain't nobody gonna check me, boo. Ain't nobody finna check me. Now, the Intercontinental Championship for the women, the tournament has begun. This beautiful title, is going to be placed around the waist of a lucky winner of the Intercontinental Tournament. Now, first round or the first part of the first round began today. Dakota Kai took on Katana and none other than Shayna Baszler. The girls were having a wonderful match. They were battling, but I ended up having to go use the facilities, so I missed it. Jarrett, who won? Dakota won. Okay, I was rooting for Dakota, so Dakota was my pick. Dakota was my pick. I'm glad that Dakota won. She pinned who? Oh, she gave the Katana bony ass ate the pin. Very good. She definitely should have, because fuck that hoe. I don't like that long kid, bitch. She's like that bottom tooth dude on Family Guy. Yeah. Dakota won. I'm very happy for Dakota. If I had to pick anybody to win this tournament, anybody, I got two picks. I have two. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all my two picks in a minute. I'm gonna give y'all my two picks. Ooh, it's 17-28. Ooh, we getting our ass whooped, Jared. The Browns is getting their ass whooped again. Oh my god, it must hurt to always get your ass whipped. It's not bad though. It could be worse. It could be worse, honey. But it's bad enough, child. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Hold tight, y'all. Hold on. All right. We did not. Awesome sauce. Okay. You said Alexa Ness. Oh shit. They're used to it. Fuck you, Aaliyah. We talk about the Browns like that. One thing you can always count on is Katana and Kata's next. Period. Period. Okay. So Dakota picked up the W, and she is now advanced in this tournament. Okay. So we see Dakota Kai advance. Now we can see the tournament. Let me take off my branding so y'all can see the tournament in its entirety. What happened?
Route wide open, post across the middle of the field. Uh, Denver, the defender from the Broncos read the coverage wrong. Thought he had safety help over the top. It was playing off of him.
And he didn't.
Right by his ass.
Okay, so we know that next week, Lyra Valkyria is gonna face off against Vega and Ivy Nile. This right here, I'm a little mad about, because I don't like the fact that Valkyria and Vega are in this tournament on the same side together. That's a little bit too much to me. You know what I'm saying?
We down 3, 25-28.
Damn, we fighting this, ain't we?
Ain't playing.
I low key wish they would have took out Zoe and put Zoe over here and put Lyra over here with Zoe. Um, Here's how I think this tournament is gonna play out. So we see that Dakota has advanced on her side. I really, I really hope that I am wrong. I really do. But I was right about the women's tournament for the US title, and I'm more than confident that I'll be right about this title as well. I think over here, Lyra's gonna advance here, and I really want it to be Vega. Like, I want Zelina Vega to advance so bad. I really, really do. I believe down here in this corner, Rodriguez is going to advance over Starks and Carter, and you're going to have Natalia probably advance over Kyrie and Alba Fire. Although I wouldn't be mad if Alba Fire got that slot. I wouldn't be mad about that. Natalia don't fucking need it. Like, she don't fucking need it. So I wouldn't be mad about that. And then the finals, I'm gonna make Dakota advance against Raquel Rodriguez. I just think that she'll advance, and then I'm gonna leave it at Lyra Valkyria and Dakota Kai. But if it's Vega that advances in this side over Lyra and Ivy, then I'll leave it at Zelina Vega and Dakota Kai, and I'm gonna put my money on Kai being your new women's intercontinental champion. She's going to be inaugural. At least if I think it goes the way that I think it's going to go, Dakota Kai is going to win. If Lyra advances, it's a touch and go. I believe it can go either way. But I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it. It was a fun time. The women's tag team, they had a women's tag team match with Io Sky and Kyrie Sane facing off against Liv Morgan and Cobra back. There we go. Thank you, baby. So they had a match. It was pretty decent. Cobra Back won and got the pin while Liv laid out on the outside. She seemed like the type that just lay there and don't want to put in no work when it comes time to put in work. Mm-mm.
What? Is it not the turn? Okay. No offense, say I'm correct.
Not a mattress queen. She seemed like the type.
That's a mattress queen.
I'm just saying, y'all can get mad if y'all want to. I don't give a fuck. Anyway. Anyways, so they won. They started beating up Io and Kyrie for whatever fucking reason. And Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez's arch nemesis, Rhea Ripley, came out there whooping ass. But Raquel threw her face into the corner of the table, which is some vicious shit. That was vicious as hell. And that stopped all of that. Raquel and them. And then Liv was laughing at her and shit. And that's one thing I can't stand is a bitch laughing at you when you down and out. But when I'm standing there and I'm coming in the ring, I'm in your face. Your ass was the first one to run and hide behind Raquel. Meth-headed ass bitch. Anyway, child. So let's move on. Okay. They announced that Saturday night main event, along with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens match, you'll have a women's world championship match with Io Sky and Liv Morgan. Okay. So that is happening. We saw R-Truth face off against Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne was whooping R-Truth ass for a minute, but when the crowd started calling him Butch, that was when he got distracted and he ended up getting beat. Okay, he ended up getting beat, and R-Truth was able to pick up the win. This is the last filler piece. Karrion Kross cut a promo. He was all in his feelings and emotional because the YS6 did exactly what they said they were going to do. They told you that they were going to go for blood. Now, they didn't really get it. They didn't really get their pound of flesh because when they got back to the room to see Scarlett, Scarlett was just traumatized from the attack by Nikki Cross. Now, he's all in his feelings and he's mad and upset because they went after his precious wife. But you started this chain reaction of bullshit. This is your fault, Cross. You thought that you could manipulate and shapeshift and change everything because you on your trickster bullshit. You caused all this bullshit with the New Day, which don't worry, I'm finna get on Sideshow Bob and Carl Carlson in a minute. Give me a second. You caused all this turmoil with them. You fucked up R-Truth and the Miz, and you thought you weren't gonna have no penance for all your actions. Oh, but bitch, it's a new day today, pun intended. Now, I don't think the YS6 is going to beat Final Testament next Monday. I don't think that's going to happen because in order for them to give Karrion the false sense of power that he believes he has, they got to suffer a loss. They got to. Okay? Otherwise, they're going to continue to have the upper hand. And where's the fun in that? You got to have some fun, people. Okay? So, Karrion Kross and Final Testament will face off against Uncle Howdy and the YS6 next week in an 8-man tag team match. And I'm sure Scarlett and Nikki gonna have a moment where Scarlett gonna take Nikki's ass out. Okay? I'm sure that's gonna happen. Now, let's get to the mess. Let's get to the mess because I think I done covered it. Could I cover everything, baby?
Yeah.
I covered everything? All right. All right. Let's get to the mess. Let's talk about it. I'm going to put this picture up. I just need 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes so I can get this right. Because I want to do a one shot, one kill and get my ass up out of here. Okay? So hold on.
Still don't know my words. Still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental. Got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desired.
south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Rolling 80 wheels in a safety. Riding on you. Gotta roll over to you, gotta give and release. Spread your legs downtown, so I'm going up the east. Yeah, the raw sounds on the rock, I'll be sweet. I'ma roll on the forever, let her roll on me. Split this one down the middle, wake up in harmony.
A claps. Don't close your eyes to get away. Just bang my line and I'll arrange it. Beautiful girl, you're stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless. Yeah. All I'm drinking is champagne. All you want is the same thing.
Yeah. The 10,000 building, get your ass an apartment, put you inside a G-class, that's just a starter kit. Plenty things count in life, but none of them is the thought of it. New piece around my neck is chess games, but shorty stay with calculated moves like Beth Harmon. Swear I'm more Purple Rain Prince than Prince Charming. Disappointment, I stay expecting it. The pessimist, gold medalists, flush the magnums just so they not collecting my specimens down.
A claps.
All right, so let's get into it. Sideshow Bob and Carl Carlson decided that instead of imploding and fighting each other, they decided to turn and fight their third man, Big E. Now, first, the way that this went down, the Sideshow Bob and Carl came out there, motherfucking wide hipped at him. He ain't really have much to say other than congratulations. I'm glad. I'm happy for y'all 10-year anniversary. Yada, yada, yada. They had a bunch of balloons. They had a bunch of memorabilia. They had their pictures up of all their biggest accomplishments. It was nice for them. We love that for them. It was emotional. It was emotional. Okay? Now, they stand in a ring and they're clearly looking as if they are on opposing sides. When you look at how storytelling is told, each person usually can tell the story in the way they're dressed, how they act, how they walk, how they talk, right? Now, I'll show y'all the picture of the two of them. Kofi's dressed in regular ass street clothes, whereas Xavier is dressed like he finna go somewhere and be somebody's youth pastor. Legitimately, a youth pastor, okay? Joel Osteen style youth pastor, okay? Now, Kofi and Xavier both were saying that what they was about to say after they thanked the crowd and they thanked everybody and they talked about how they fought blood, sweat, and tears to stay a team and to be together. Kofi and Xavier basically stopped and said, you know what? What we about to tell y'all, it's not y'all fault. I want y'all to understand that it's not y'all fault. And that's when Big E's music hit. Big E came out there to talk to them. And he basically told them that they can't just break up and let their emotions get the best of them. He's been watching and he saw what was going on. He saw them struggle and he thought that their moniker and the thing that they have built and the tenure that they have built, their time together would pull them through. But after last week's blow up between the two of them, he couldn't sit idly by and watch the two of them implode and disrespect each other anymore. So he made the decision to come back and to be their manager and to manage both of them. And instead of coming together as a squad and as a team, they immediately deflected and turned on Big E. They blamed him for the New Day not being where they used to be. They said that it was his fault why they had struggled and why they hadn't gotten themselves together. And they were like, you broke your neck, so what? So what, you broke your neck? Why haven't you healed and gotten yourself together? He said, you know what? Everywhere we go, all people ask us is when you're coming back. When are you coming back? When are you coming back? All they do is chant Big E, Big E, Big E. They don't have anything for us. We're here day in and day out, getting our asses kicked while you're at home living the best life with your new woman. You happy and we're miserable. And Big E was like, I did the best I could. I done seen every doctor in the nation. I've seen doctors outside the nations. I'm doing stem cell. I'm doing everything I can to get back here. This is what you say to me? It can't be like this. And Xavier was just like, it is. And Kofi was like, nah, because you could have been back. As big as you are, as strong as you are, you telling me you can't heal yourself fast enough to get your ass back here so we can get back to where we were? And Xavier was like, you broke your neck, so what? I tore my ACL off the bone. And I was back in 9 months. Back here, fighting, trying to keep us together. And where was you? At home. Living it up with your new woman. Buying houses and shit. Living your best life. While we're stuck. And now you want to show up? Nah, fam. Nah, we're good. We don't need you. Now, I done recapped what the motherfucker said. Now it's my turn. Sideshow Bob, let me tell you something. And I mean this with love because you have to lead with love when you talk to people that you love, right? You got to do tough love, baby, right? Right? You can't lead with the nastiness. You got to kind of go compliment sandwich, right? Should I? Or should I just tear their ass up?
Whatever you want to do.
What you think? You think I should just cut them? I should just cut them deep?
Yeah,
What do you want?
mm-mm.
You have water? You're not going to get it. You can go sit down. Right. Do me a favor. And you got to put the food in the bowl anyway. Can you go lock the refrigerator and give him some water, please?
It's already locked.
Okay. Anyway, so I missed the match. I missed the match with Gunther and
Oh,
and Dom and Finn and all of that. I missed that. I'll get to that in a minute. Now, listen here, Sideshow Bob. The problem I'm having with you is again, I'm gonna explain this again because some of you motherfuckers is not taking no comprehension, and a lot of y'all like to pretend and want to talk a lot of shit online and give Xavier all this boop de woo when just a few days ago when that nigga was out there coming out there in his anime outfits and throwing pancakes, y'all was saying he wasn't shit. Go in your room, Octavius. Y'all was saying he wasn't shit and he was a loser and calling him everything else. But then when he get on the internet because he wants to be a heel and he's giving y'all all the heel feelings, now all of a sudden you his best friend. Oh, Woods is right. Hashtag Woods is right. Is he though? Is he? Because from what I've been watching and from what I've been seeing, he's been calling all the plays and they've been losing. He's the one who's been setting the tone for all their matches, and they've been losing. And then as it progressed, now I'll admit, in the beginning, Kofi wasn't listening. Kofi was doing what Kofi thought was best. Kofi took the reins and Kofi was over talking them, wasn't giving them no shine. Kofi was being super selfish because he thought he was doing what was best for the team, right? And instead of Woods being a man and telling Kofi, hey, I don't need you to speak for me, bro. I know you, my bro. I got that. I got you. And I know you got me, but let me handle my own business. Kofi would have backed up. But this is what happens when you're dealing with beta bitches. This is what happens. Instead, you decided to keep quiet and sit there and then let shit build up. And then the killer part about all of this is all of this started because Arian came up to you and said y'all wasn't shit. All of this started because Karrion Kross came up to you and said y'all ain't have shit and y'all wasn't shit. The New Day's time is past. A motherfucker who got fired while you was still working, still claiming championships, still out there on the grind, floating in every storyline you can get in, on TV. This motherfucker had got fired. Him and his bitch. And you gonna listen to him? That's who you chose to listen to? Leads me to believe that you don't even believe in your own philosophy, which is sad. I thought it was supposed to be the power of positivity. Even in the eyes of negativity, even in the eyes of you losing, even in your deepest and darkest days, you're supposed to look to the light and grasp for the positivity. And what did you do? You failed. You failed, and then you took that failure and you rubbed that shit all on Kofi because your ass can't get your shit together. Now you got Kofi running around here. And I ain't got on Kofi yet. Let me get Sideshow Bob's ass together. I'll get to Kofi. Instead of you taking some personal responsibility for your inability to maintain yourself as a dominant tag team, as something to be feared in the WWE, you took that shit out on Kofi Kingston. And you made it seem like it was his fucking fault as to why y'all couldn't get out the fucking blocks. But even in your ability to cheat and attempt to lie and steal, you still couldn't get the fucking job done. So who really is the loser in this situation? Because you was doing everything you could. You was still cheating. You lost. You was still trying to be the dominant factor in the match. You lost. You thought you was protecting everything in the match. You lost. Calling all the plays, trying to be Mr. Get Bad, trying to be the man, and you still lost. Even when you right, you wrong. Now, Carl, Kofi, I'm finna say something. And y'all ain't gonna like it. But your ass been a follower your whole motherfucking career. At some point, Kofi, you have got to learn how to think for yourself. I don't know why. The thought process was to stand on national TV and to say that Big E wasn't healing fast enough for you. You broke your neck, so what? Bitch, you have been walking around here with your pectoral muscles separated like we was segregated, bitch. Ever since you brought your ass out here, you didn't know if you was Ghanaian or Jamaican, bitch. Okay? You have brought your ass out here with your separation titties and go disrespect Big E like that? For real. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And these my people. So I'm saying, fuck, I won't. And y'all can be mad and in your feelings. You can call me every name in the book. Bitch, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Because after what I read, okay? After the tears I cried, for this man in this article on the Players Tribune, you can't tell me nothing. I'm saying fuck I wrong. Y'all can be mad. Y'all can say I'm doing too much. Y'all can say all of that. Don't give a damn. Don't. I really don't. Because what this man revealed in this article and the things that he said, it is probably one of the most vulnerable pieces that you're going to read. And if you don't want to read it, again, I have read it for you. I know a lot of people don't like to read. I read it for you, and you can listen to me read it to you, essentially. But no, Carl, Sideshow Bob, y'all gonna get all this work. You finna get all of it. Fuck both of y'all. Okay? Because Xavier, your ass done tore an ACL. You done been riding around on a knee scooter for almost 2 motherfucking years. Your knees is rickety than a motherfucker. Okay? I didn't see Big E complain not once when your ass went down. All right? Edge was gone for 9 motherfucking years. You brought up Edge like Edge just popped his ass back up out of a damn Pop Tart and was like, bitch, I'm here. Edge just aged 17 times before he brought his ass back to the WWE to wrestle, bitch. And on top of that, it was no guarantees that he was going to come back. He had to have multiple surgeries in order for him to be able to come back and wrestle. Same thing with Saraya. Same thing with several others who had the neck fusion surgery. And Big E has not had any surgery. And y'all know exactly what's going on with him. But for y'all to sit y'all black asses up on national TV and say what the fuck you said to him, it's lucky that man's neck ain't working the way it should. Because had it been me, neck be damned. I'd have knocked both of y'all bitch asses out. I would have cut Sideshow Bob's ass out right then and there. Your greatest accomplishment is being the king of the ring, and you got the weakest accomplishment in the E, and you still couldn't do nothing with it, bitch. And Kobe, don't let me get on you. Don't let me get on you. Okay? Okay? Don't let me get on you. Because you and your separated titties got a lot of motherfucking nerve. You got a lot. I done had it. I done told y'all that Sideshow Bob was tripping. I told y'all. Now, Kobe, he just accepted it. He just decided. It done came out there, and they decided they're going to be brothers, okay? Goku Black and motherfucking Broly is going to come out there and just handle shit together because that's all they got. They said, we all we got. All we got is each other. It took y'all turning on fucking Big E to realize that y'all needed each other. Smart. Smart. I hope it works out for you. I hope you're not still losers after this. Because that's just going to mean that y'all turning didn't mean shit. I don't mind you being heel New Day. I really don't. I really don't. I'd rather y'all come out there and be like, fuck y'all. I don't need none of you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I don't need y'all to chant New Day rocks. Okay? But for y'all to come out there and say what y'all said to Big E, y'all can kiss my natural black ass. And I got a lot of ass. I got a lot. So you better get started, ho. Okay? Okay? Because ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no goddamn way. You pissed me off. You pissed me off. Girl, no. No. What we not gonna do is justify Xavier and Wood and Xavier and fucking Kofi talking to Big E the way that they did. We not gonna justify that. Because truth be told, they could have been fixed this shit. They could have been fixed it. But instead, they allowed themselves to implode. It wasn't Big E's job to come back and save them from their bullshit. That was a gesture of kindness that didn't have to be reciprocated. Because I'd have kept my black ass at home, sitting at the desk, doing getting my paycheck. The fuck? Don't you dare talk to me like that. Don't you disrespect me. I'm seeing that y'all are in turmoil and y'all are in trouble. And you still up here talking about now you want to come back? So if I came back a month ago, y'all would have accepted it? No, y'all still been fighting. Because y'all don't know what to do. Fuck out of here. Yeah, Big E woman just tore into Xavier. Now you don't know which nationality. That's crazy. I don't know. They might not. Like I said before, I love New Day. I do. And I ain't gonna let nobody dog them out. Only I can do that. Only I can cut you deep. Because you deserve it. Only I could do that. But if y'all gonna do this, then it better be worth what you're doing. It better be worth hurting Big E the way y'all hurt him. It better be worth it. Because, like I said, I don't mind them being heels. I don't feel like Big E had to suffer and burn in the crossfire of them getting themselves together. I just didn't believe that. But y'all go off. Do you, babes? Now that I got done cussing them out. Carl and Sideshow Bob. Let's get into Finn, because I forgot about Finn. So today, Finn Finn was on his petty mode today. Finn basically was like, I done did what I was supposed to do. I told Damian I was gonna keep him from getting that championship. If it was the last thing I was gonna do, I was gonna get his ass back for that loss. I was gonna get his ass back. And I did. I did it in an epic fashion. And Liv Morgan was like, I thought we had discussed that you was gonna focus on your tag team titles and leave this Damian Priest shit alone. And Finn was like, I did. I retained the championships, and I told you what I was gonna do with Damian Priest. That was on the bigger and better things. I got my championship. He got a sling for his troubles. End of the motherfucking conversation. He said I would have left it alone. Had Dommy Dom over here handled the job like he was supposed to handle it, but since he couldn't handle it, Big Finn had to come in and step in and take over. And Livy Pooh, sis, had you had listened to me, you may have beaten Team Rhea at War Games, but instead you lost. And now not only do you have to worry about, let me guess, Rhea Ripley? Yeah. You also have to contend with Io Sky. You got a lot on your plate, babe. A lot. She was like, you know what, Finn? You're right. You know what? I got a match I got to focus on. So, why don't you go ahead and, go with Finn and, have his back. And then she was like, okay, let's just go. And they asked her, they was like, hey, is everything okay? She was like, no. She's like, it will be, though. Don't worry about it. It will be. And y'all know when Liv got a plan and when she plotting, bitch. Now, them plans usually come to fruition. I ain't gonna lie. Little meth head Masters Queen will get you together. Okay? But Benny decided to go to the world champion and talk his shit. He was like, excuse me, Gunter, is it? If I distinctly remember the last 2 times that you faced off against Damian Priest, you have not been able to be successful unless it was for me. I am the one who has guaranteed that you stay champion. So I think that deserves a little bit of a reward. I deserve a little treat for that. Right, babe? A treat. He wants a treat. Gunther was like, bitch, I ain't asked for your help. And if it hadn't been for you, you are the reason why I'm in this mess in the first motherfucking place. You sticking your nose in my business. And then when I finally got the opportunity to prove that I can beat that man on my own, here you come bringing your bullshit into my bullshit once again. But you know what? Since you're talking all this bullshit, you haven't even been able to beat Damian Priest either. But you know who has? Your homeboy Dominic Mysterio over here. So I will do him a favor. I'll do him a solid. But you can get the fuck out of my face. He was like, let me go talk to Pierce right quick. See what I can set up. So Dom and Gunther had a little matchy pool. And Dominic wanted to stand on his own 2 tippy toes. And he was like, yeah, I don't need y'all to come out here with me. I'm good. They was like, what? What? You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I didn't know to come out here with me. He went to the ring and he fought Gunther on his own. No interference, but he ended up getting his ass whooped, rightfully so. Tore up from the floor up. I damn near threw up, bitch. So, as he was celebrating and getting ready to leave, that's when Finn attacked and hit him with not one, not two, but three coup de grace. Okay? Now, he was also gloating and telling Dom, like, let me show you how it's done, kid. Finn Balor is about to get raked over the motherfucking coals. And it's all on his own doing because he does not know when to quit. He doesn't. So obsessed. And now he about to be a fucking fixture in his own demise. And I'm gonna tell you how this gonna go down. I'm gonna tell you. Now, Finn seems to think he's on top of the world right now, that he is Mr. Untouchable. And I'm gonna tell you this. He went to Adam and told Adam, like, you saw what I just did out there. You saw what I did at Survivor Series. I'm owed a match against Gunther. He was like, you ain't owed shit. And I'm not giving you a motherfucking thing. And Finn was like, I deserve a match against Gunther. I beat him down. And he said, and you've been interfering in Damian Priest's match time and time again. And don't think I forgot about that little motherfucking attack you had on Damian Priest after Survivor Series. You seem to think that you could just walk around here and do whatever the hell you want, where your actions have consequences. You barely want to defend the championships that you do have. And now you want to come here talking to me about the World Heavyweight Championship? Get the fuck out of my face. Finn was like, I'm owed a match. He was like, oh. He said, I wouldn't give you a damn thing. But you know what? Gunther, he does want a match with you. So at Saturday Night Main Event, you have a match with Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, and next week, we're going to discuss your other match. And he was like, what? The fuck you talking about? Bitch, I tell you. You and that big bald-headed fool you call JD. Oh, y'all gonna be defending y'all championships at Saturday Night Main Events. And you're also gonna be wrestling in a match against Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. And I'm finna tell you how that's gonna go. You're gonna lose the damn championship match. And you're going to lose your tag team titles. And if it ain't courtesy of Damian Priest, I don't know what will. An act of God must be what's be coming for you. Because God knows if I was Damian Priest, there would be no place for you or the motherfucking goons you call family in Judgment Day to hide. I would be taking y'all out simultaneously. Every one of you hoes would be laid out. And then I would have my homegirl, Rhea Ripley, silently but deadly take out fucking Raquel Rodriguez. And then I would just leave you and Liv Morgan all by y'all lonesome. But after this attack on Rhea Ripley's gonna be able to get her hands on Raquel Rodriguez next week. It's gonna be Rhea versus Raquel in the ring. And I'm sure Liv Morgan is gonna have her messy headed ass down there, giggling, hollering, and screaming every 2 seconds. Okay. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. There it is. There it is. There it was. And that's all it's ever gonna be. Listen, if y'all want to hear Big E's letter to the New Day, and of course, letting people know about him and his life and how he is super happy now with his girlfriend. They're getting married in a year, and they bought a house in Oakland, or they're buying a house in Oakland. Oh, it's such a sweet story with such a beautiful, happy ending. He seems to be very happy. Y'all go over to the video that I posted earlier tonight, and you can listen to it podcast style. So you don't have to sit and watch the video. You can put your earbuds in and let it play. And I'll read the letter that he posted in the Players Tribune. I will tell you this. Biggie is a lover of literature, and he loves Black literature especially. And he is an amazing writer. And I hope that one day he uses the gift that he has for good, and he actually writes a couple books, because I think that it would be beneficial for him to use that gift to its greatest potential. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. I love y'all. And don't forget, this is all kayfabe. Okay. I still love Kofi. I still love Xavier. I just had to auntie him right quick. The same way I have to auntie Drew McIntyre. Now, y'all know Drew McIntyre gonna say he took out Jay Uso for going back to the bloodline. And y'all know that he gonna go after Sammy because they went back to the bloodline. They ain't gonna never let this bloodline shit go, child. We is forever stuck in the sea of blood. At some point, Triple H, you got to build a new story. You got to start somewhere, honey. You're killing us. You're killing us, babe. Now, y'all have a good night. And I will see you guys on Wednesday when we go live and talk about NXT and all the stuff that we're going to be talking about. Because Saturday or Sunday, it's Sunday this year, right? Sunday is deadline. And we got the Iron Survivor Challenge. We got Ridge Holland versus Trick Williams. And we got a tag team match that's happening over at Deadline. We got a lot going on. But this Tuesday, Eric Bischoff is showing up to talk to Ridge Holland and Trick Williams and probably cause more chaos because you know that man loved chaos, child. With that being said, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.
If you don't wanna see me, if you don't wanna see